Northeast Mississippi Community College proudly presents the longest-running community college podcast in the state of Mississippi, Tiger Talk. Tune in each week as Northeast President Dr. Ricky Ford talks about all things Northeast, from academics to career and tech to workforce and all things in between. It's Tiger Talk. And now, Northeast President Dr. Ricky G. Ford.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Tiger Talk with President Dr. Ricky Ford and myself, Liz Calvery. We can't wait to share with you all of the great things going on at Northeast Mississippi Community College. President Ford, how do you stay connected with students and understand what they need from Northeast?
One way that we try to stay connected with the students and find out a lot of information is through surveys. A lot of times students will share things on a survey that they would not feel comfortable discussing those with you person to person or face to face. So we send out surveys to our students to gather their feedback upon the different experiences that they have while they're on campus, what their needs are, and also to listen to their suggestions for improvement. And this helps us understand their perspectives and tailor our services accordingly. One big survey that we send out each fall is our mental health survey. And those students sharing those things anonymously to us helps us identify things that creates sometimes a negative environment for them. So just communicating with them through surveys, those type things helps tremendously. We utilize social media. We stay active on all the social media platforms, the ones that are popular among students. And we share updates on all of those. And our marketing director, of course, Liz, you're the one that does that, handles all of our social media platforms. We'll put things out there, and then everybody on campus will share those. So we reach a larger audience. This kind of engages us with them, and it also allows them to respond and comment on each one of those things that we post on social media. So that's a way for them to find out what we're doing and what's going on. It's also a great opportunity to share information with our faculty and our staff and all of our employees and the community too. But it's really good to stay active on the social media. We use platforms like Instagram, Twitter, or X, and Facebook. All those popular platforms we use, and we stay active on them constantly throughout the day and sometimes even into the night. But this is a great way to stay connected with the students because they're going to look at that before they look at anything else. And then we establish student advisory committees. I know that I have a presidential advisory committee that I meet with. It's composed of our Student Government Association. And of course, they represent a very diverse student population, and we involve them in the decision-making process because we may have some things coming up, or they may have some questions about some things, and we ensure that those student voices are heard and that they are prioritized. Just having those students to be able to come in as representatives of the entire student body lets them feel like, hey, they want to listen to us. They want to understand what we're seeing and what we're experiencing out here as a student, and they're wanting to help us if there are problems. If there are things that are going well, we want to hear about those too, because we want to continue to use those, and we want to continue to enhance those things too. And another thing that I have as president, I have an open door policy. In other words, if anyone, whether it's a student, whether it's an employee, or whether it's a client from off campus, if it's a parent, whomever it might be, if they come by my office and I'm there, then they're welcome to come in and discuss anything that they want to discuss. And the students understand this too, but I constantly remind them that, hey, I'm here to help you. I'm here to assist you. And if you'll please come by and let me know how I can help you. Most of the times, if it's dealing with instruction, if it's dealing with student services, I will most of the time invite a vice president of instruction and also the vice president of student services in to visit also, or I will take these students down to visit with them to get their questions answered or any problems that they may have. And then open to suggestion to these students when they come into my office. And just recently, a student came in with an idea, and at the time it sounded extremely well. We took that and we put it into action, and we actually did that. So I'm always thankful for that student who came by and offered that assistance for us. So, when we talk about staying connected with students and understanding what they need, sometimes that's very difficult with young people because most of the time they're very reluctant to share what's on their mind. But we encourage them to drop by the president's office. We encourage them to drop by their advisor's office office or any of our offices and let us know what's going on, how we can help them, or if they have an idea that would make student life and things better here on Northeast Campus. Those are always welcome.
Now for everyone's favorite part of the week, can you give us an update on the Northeast news?
Our spring athletic season is going extremely well, and it is jam-packed with things that are going on. We have baseball and softball. Our baseball team swept at Mississippi Delta, and the new rankings have just come out. Northeast, the baseball team is ranked number 24 in the country, and our softball team still remains ranked number 11 in the country. So right now, the softball programs in the state of Mississippi are doing extremely well. I think we have probably about 5 or 6 of our softball teams in the state of Mississippi that are ranked in the top 10 teams. So it's a hard-fought battle, but our players are doing well, and we're looking forward to the playoffs that are coming up. Our boys tennis team will play Jones on Thursday, April the 24th at 8:30 a.m. This will be in the Region 23 tournament. So our guys have qualified for the Region 23 tournament for the second straight year. The Alliance partnered with the Northeast Career Tech and Workforce Division and hosted a lunch and workforce roundtable at the Northeast Corinth campus. This gave us a great opportunity to visit with our workforce and find out some things that they needed and some things that we could do to make things better. I've reminded everybody that we now have a MOU with the University of North Alabama with our logistics management program. And starting April the 14th this week, Northeast at Corinth will be providing pre-employment aerospace technician training for Northrop Grumman prospective employers. And of course, this is required for all the potential candidates before they go to work for Northrop Grumman. This is also open to anyone that interested in taking this course, and it is free. So just get in contact with the Northeast at Corinth campus to determine how to go about and get registered for that. I do want to mention that we are participating in the New Albany Main Street Gala, which is scheduled for April the 26th, and we're one of the sponsors there for this event, so we're excited about assisting the New Albany Main Street Gala. Right now, we're in the middle of providing training provider list. Annual update period runs from April the 1st to 13th. We have 47 students participating in the Tiger Apprenticeship Program, and of course, this continues to benefit students and employers alike. We had on March 26th, we held our second orientation session specifically for adult ed graduates. We had 15 students that attended and plan to enroll in college for the fall semester. And this is a great opportunity for those students who are getting their GED or their high set to create a pathway for them to go right on into college. We hosted our Diversity Day this past week, and it was well attended. Had a lot of folks that participated in it, and we wanted to send out the message that we're open for anyone. It doesn't matter. We're accepting anyone for enrollment here at Northeast Mississippi Community College. It doesn't matter whether the race, gender, whatever it might be. We're open to assist anyone to getting their education and moving forward. Right now, our admissions and enrollment office is in full force right now. We're continually reaching out to high schools to ensure we have all those documents for those students to very seamlessly flow through all of our orientation sessions, and our commitment is to make sure that their registration for college goes extremely well. So we're still have orientation, and open enrollment is going on for anyone who's interested in enrolling for classes this fall. We have a lot of activities and things going on at the Ripley campus, phlebotomy class, the CMAA class, college algebra and human growth development. Those classes are proceeding very well. Continuing education, we have a lot of things going on. We have student skills have changed from being given 5 single skills to perform to a scenario, which includes 3 skills. The student testing has changed to written scenario-based questions, and these are all for certified nurses aid. Each class is entering into a new database and student information and approves the completion of the program. Our commercial truck driving, we've completely locked in our third-party tester for our program. We will be meeting with manufacturing company the next couple of weeks to develop first on-site classes. We're getting a lot of requests now for trucking companies and people like that to train their employees. Our Reserve Law Enforcement Academy, we're submitting classes for state approval to be used as professional development hours that are now required not only for police departments but also for sheriff's departments. So we'll be providing those classes for our students and also for the local sheriff and city police departments. Woodhall renovation is on schedule, and it appears that we're going to come under budget with that, so we plan to use that to purchase new furniture. Our student art show is continuing on in Anderson Hall Art Gallery through April the 28th, and those hours from 8 to 3. The last class day is May the 1st, then we'll have final exams and then graduation. We have our Honors Expo, which was April the 16th of this week, so we're excited about those honor students being able to display their work for the semester. Priority registration for fall is still ongoing, so we're really getting out, creating some opportunities for students to get registered for class. As I mentioned, we have a lot of big things coming up within the future, one those being graduation, and that is scheduled for Thursday, May the 15th, and Friday, May the 16th. We'll have 2 graduation ceremonies each day. On Wednesday, May the 14th, we'll have a nursing pinning ceremony in Bonner Arnold Coliseum at 2 p.m. And on Thursday at 2 and 6 p.m. we'll have graduation. And then Friday we'll have 2 and 6 p.m. also for graduation. Then on Monday, 6 p.m., May the 19th, we'll have our GED high set graduation schedule for that. That's always a big time for our students there. So again, we want to say thank you to everyone involved. And we want to say congratulations to all of our students who are about to graduate. And thank you to all of our employees who do such a fantastic job here at Macon Northeast, premier institution that it is. We could not be what it is without our employees. So again, thank you. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, let's go Tigers.
Thank you for listening to this week's Tiger Talk podcast. If you or someone you know wants to further their education through academics, career and technical programs, or even continuing education and workforce, give Northeast a call at 1-800-555-2154. Tiger Talk is brought to you by Northeast Mississippi Community College. For more information about Northeast, visit www.nemcc.edu or follow the college on various social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.